and bounce back and make this a 3-map series after all.
Yeah, you'd certainly like to think so, right? This has been a staple of Gambit's map pool for the longest time. For Vitality, it's not one that they frequent. That being said, some new boys on the block. Kyojin looking good, Masuta looking amazing. We're going to see if all of that comes into play here and now on this second map. We've got Overpass, we've got Gambit on that T side. And they're going right towards B.
Hell yeah. I know that B is a bit of a classic, Hugo. It's everyone's favorite bomb site. They're lining up this utility now. Shiro is late out through middle and wrapping around long.
They might just hold off to see what Shiro gets first, right? Like, if he can get all the way on this flank with Vitality 4 stacked B and no info being given over, they think it's clear. They might start rotating up. That being said, ZywOo's on the big push, and they've got to hold on to it. Here's ZywOo, and he gets headshot. Even with the flash coming in, Masuta does respond with a double. Kyojin falls, Axel backing out, and this whole plan has been tipped aside for Gambit. It's going to have to come back to Shiro on this flank that we were talking about, but it's no longer a flank. They're committing to A. He's not wrapping the B players. He's being wrapped. There's that toilet guy we've got to worry about. Shox could drop the bomb here as it comes up late in middle. They're going to have to run. Shox hears all of this. He knows what's happening. He calls it to his team. And Shiro needs to cut rotates off in order for Gambit to win the round.
Can he? Now they know about Shiro, and there's even this toilets player wrapping the guys in the site. Shox could tear the round away. The bomb plant's denied, and Shiro is still in the bank. This round, it's not really gone the way Gambit wanted. Shiro is left trying to do the impossible and navigate his way through this clutch, pincered out in the open. And so it will be Vitality getting away with it.
Yeah, I mean, that goes from bad to worse, right, for Gambit. I felt like, if anything, the aggro, monster push almost played into their hand. They got the first kill, they got rid of ZywOo, but then that late flash came in and Masuta just completely threw the round into disarray. Even with Shiro's strong position, it's not enough to win the round, and now Gambit going to be left by the wayside with pistols. Should be a dead round, right? Only Glocks. Never get too interesting.
Ooh, yeah. Now they know about the long guy as well. Well, this should just be a mop-up. Come on. Come on.
Right.
Come on. There it is, Shox. Yes, Masuta. Work it, baby. Here he is, looking for a little bit more. He wants to make that money.
We call this delaying the inevitable, and it will finally happen. Gambit lose all their players, they don't get any kills, and we wait for the guns in round 3. If Vitality stole this series away, Harry, that would be quite the way to throw a spanner in the works of this group, right? Gambit definitely coming in as favorites, not just for this game, but for the tournament. A lot of teams up in the air right now, even Astralis, right? Unsure where these guys lie. We don't have Na'Vi. There's lots of options open, lots of spots to be taken. And I think, actually, to be honest, the French teams here might come out really, really well. That being G2 and Vitality. Obviously, G2 a little less French nowadays, but still worth noting. Flash to short. Nice bit of aggro, but denied by Nafany, who's fully blinded while he does it. Vitality are fully stacked out on this B bomb side, though. They know what's coming.
Oh, they're re-aggressing it short. Whoa. They have an inkling that this boost was coming through. The Molly's burning them alive. What? They're both dead in the Molotov. What? Oh, no, boys. That's not what was meant to happen at all. Apex, the fire starter. Just roasting them, man. Apex straight savage.
Yeah, they threw the smoke on the molly, and you know that sometimes happens, especially when they
and
like
it bugged out. It went off down beneath
the
it.
molly like climbs walls, right? You smoke half of it, and the molly doesn't go out. But I thought they would have at least sat in the smoke, you know, like hide
Mate,
in the.
I don't
cover.
know if you saw. Like, look, watch it. They are in the smoke. Look at this, right? Smoke on the molly.
They're up
and then
top.
wait. It goes. And then he tries to drop.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
tries to drop into the safety of the smoke, but he's already burnt alive.
Didn't go well for Gambit.
I think my smoke sound effect was pretty good, though.
Yeah. A lot of practice.
Just pistols right now for Gambit, Hugo. Big pistol plays. Couple of Deegs.
Up to no good.
But while they make trouble in this neighborhood, oh, well, Vitality get these kids off their lawn. There's Zywoo. Ooh. Come on. They want to try and deal with him. Oh, man. Not much is going to happen this round for Gambit. You know, none of the... normally, like, you know, these rounds can get out of hand pretty quickly. Usually you just want that first kill to go your way.
Yeah.
But in this round, everything is coming up Vitality. This is a very, very scary looking Vitality squad.
Yeah, it feels like when Vitality win rounds, they win them so clean, right? Like even
back on Dust, it was just constant, like winning with 4 or 5 alive. And this round even, you know, you were only up against pistols, but man, the amount of times you see these rounds get out of hand, not even like in like a grand scheme, just like on a map-to-map basis, it feels like there's always some kind of little force victory, or forces getting away with more than they should. Look, we got that B stream as well. It's a long one over there, isn't it?
Might be done though.
Might be, or it might be double overtime. I kind of hope we get to see. Oh, complexity ruined.
We're into the BO3s though, right? So lots more options, lots more maps to fall back on, your picks, etc. And now the mind game of Ancient obviously playing into every single veto. For this one, we saw Vitality just flat ban it from the get-go. I hope to see it in our next series, Harry, because not only did FPX play it and win earlier today, but G2 floated it until the last ban in their opening game. So, you know, there's the opportunity there for it, sure. But if I'm G2 and I saw FPX demolish Astralis, I'd be a little worried. Regardless, that's all for later. Right now, Hobbit coming up connected, trading Zywoo in mid, who did catch an early kill. Gambit up in control for a moment, but that's a killer shot for Apex to knock Nafany off the top. Bomb's back in spawn. So if Gambit want to go, they've got to eventually go back and grab it. Someone needs to. Don't know who it would be at this point. Doubled up in middle, and the freebie as Apex walks the smoke. Hobbit's holding it. Axel's left the B-bomb site to grab the bomb, regroup with his team. Doesn't matter what site you pick at this point, as long as you go together. Masuta opening the door. What, did that get hurt? Doesn't look like it. Hobbit coming down, and he does clear it. It's a 3-on-1. And Kyojin just milling about in spawn. B's already been taken, and the bomb's going to be rerouting as a result. Kyojin has no idea that B's even been lost at this point. It was a contact play out monster. And Axel's just holding on to that rotate. So Kyojin's left wondering what the hell is happening.
Yeah, he's had the flash go off, so now he knows it's the B plant at least. But whether or not he'll be able to find anything, I mean, he doesn't know this, but there's actually only a 1v2 in this B bomb site. If only he knew. Now they know he's here as well. It's a little awkward for Kyojin. He might just want to try and hold on to the M4, but
now you got to run.
Oh yeah, he's fine. It's all good. It's all under control. Gambit gonna get their first here and now though. Big round out of Hobbit. Love to see it.
Yeah, especially after his quiet game on Dust 2, right? Like not the strongest start from this guy. He had one really nice round at the beginning on that T side, but then went quiet for the rest of things. So yeah, let's hope that's not a one and done for Hobbit. Let's hope he can keep it up. Gambit certainly need it, right? Like they're down a whole map in this series. It may be their pick, but Vitality have brought the heat. It's not just the season that's changing. 4-1 up and a bit of a tech as well before we get back in.
Man, you know, you and me, Hugo, we were talking already about one team's debut here in Extra Salt.
Yeah.
Not the big performance I wanted to have out of them, but I am really excited to see what they can do at this event, right? FunSpark Ulti was like the last thing we got to see them do over in EU, and they impressed everyone there.
Yeah, I think the sad reality is not only did they face G2 in that opening BO1, but I mean, look who they have next, Astralis, right? Like, you say what you want about Astralis.
Not the easiest.
It's not an easy run, is it?
No, not at all, man. But I am excited. Also, the fact that EG were able to kind of surprise us all.
Yeah, they took a win v Spirit, right? So, I mean, not what I was expecting. We were pretty underwhelmed with EG back over in NA when we were covering the RMR.
Very underwhelmed, if we're being honest, right? They just didn't really look like they had anything going their way. So it's nice to see them coming over to EU and having some results. You know, Spirit, not a team you can sleep on a victory over.
Yeah, it's the era of CIS, right? That's what Gambit want to believe, at least, to get back into this game. And I do like the new music, you know, whoever's been cooking up beats in the studio, fan of that.
Yeah, they actually asked me, you know, to come and like throw my vocals down over it, but you know how it is.
How is it?
Couldn't afford it. So it's fine.
Maybe next time.
I do hope, right, that we can... I want this to be a 3-map series. I don't want to get robbed on day one. Okay, let me make that clear. I want 2 best-of-3s that go the distance. That's what I'm expecting. And for that to happen, I need to see big Gambit here. Not little Gambit, not sleepy Gambit.
Not the youngsters.
No, you're not youngsters anymore, right, boys? I need big Gambit to show up. Especially when you factor in some of the performances we've had out of guys like Masuta and Zaiwu.
And even out of Gambit as of late, right? Like 6 winning streak, 6 series winning streak, BO3s, BO1s included, even a BO5 in there. So, you know, they've had great results as of late, even on this map as well. That, as mentioned earlier, Vitality don't really frequent.
You're typing. That's either good news or bad news. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh no. Oh no. When it's that much typing, it's always bad news, isn't it? What's going on, Hugo? I see you've been keeping an eye on the chat. What are they saying to each other?
I don't know. We just got into GoTV, Harry. I can't answer that.
Oh yeah, we did only.
We haven't been in GoTV.
No, we haven't.
Until the moment you asked me that question.
Until this exact second.
No, I can hear the clicks, and that's about where my knowledge starts and ends. So don't worry.
Oh. Shox is doing custom smiley faces in chat, and that's what they're talking about. I hoped it was going to be a little more exciting.
Well, it's better than bad.
He's talking about his copy pastas, man. We've all got them.
Yeah. Right now, Gambit are a man down in the server, so I imagine that's the problem. We're waiting on one more left to connect.
Who is it?
You really want to call guys out, Harry? Shiro. I'll wait for him.
I'll wait for Shiro, yeah, man. That's a guy you wait for. That's a guy you wait for. So Hugo, I want to know, man. Do you have any big predictions here for IEM Summer? Do you have any like dark horses showing up and doing damage?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because we don't really get to just talk and vibe it out much.
No, this is nice though. This is nice. Get to warm into it.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, we had to give those predictions for the group, right?
Yeah,
we picked the winner of the group, or who we think is going to go through. But for me, I actually, are we supposed to say who we went for? I guess we won't. I guess I won't leak it. But I'm already not confident in my picks. Like after the games that we've already seen, one of them was a safe bet. The other one was a risk. You went with a risk. It really didn't go well for you.
My risk has gone abysmally on day one, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm just going to say mine. Don't think I meant to, but I went big on Extra Salt.
Always. I mean, anyone that knows you knows you went for
It's hard to not go big on Extra Salt with like how they've been looking. Man, I'm really hoping though that with the kind of stuff we've been getting out of teams like G2, I think they could be here to do some damage, and that excites me. Right. Come on, Shiro. We were all kind of vibing for a bit, but now it's getting ridiculous.
He's coming back. He's coming back. Connecting.
All right, sweet. He's in. He's in.
Oh, yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself.
No, well, he's about to be in. We didn't have to ruin the illusion. Guys, it is all an illusion.
And he's in. All right, 5-on-5.
All right.
Let's hope Gambit aren't put off, at all by that. It was a bit of a weird way to start their map pick, but man, they need to start strong. They need a gun round under their, thumb, or things could get awkward very quickly.
All right. I see him. They're typing ready. Apex said he's ready at least. And when Apex is ready, we're all ready. It's IEM Summer. It's the first best of 3 so far. And it's the second map. I've really broken this down. All the elements, all the information you could possibly need has just been bestowed on you. Don't think anyone noticed the tripping up there.
Especially not when you mention it after.
Yeah, 4-1. Vitality in the lead, and ZywOo back with his AWP. Shock's donning one as well. It's like there wasn't even a pause. Here we go. Shiro might have had some time out of the server, but now he's keen to make his presence known with the AWP for Gambit. There is this boost up over towards B, but it doesn't spy anything.
Yeah, maximum info for Vitality as well.
Nafany caught him on the jump peak. Masuta jump spotting over the boost spot is dead.
And to die to a Galil as well, right? Not even getting one shot headshot, just a couple of bullets. Apex is re-aggro, though. They're never going to be ready for this. Nafany, will he even clear it? Walking up, and Apex catches him easily. Now the bomb coming back to B. Hobbit was flashed out, but he didn't go with it. Apex was fully blinded for a moment. Now he's going to try and get out, and he won't be able to. Door shut in the face of Vitality, and that might make them think this is an A play after all. And it still could be, right? The bomb's outside of B, but Gambit are defaulting as far as they're concerned. Inter's in mid and Hobbit playing in connector. And it might be the wraparound. One that Vitality seemed to have read into as well, even rotating a player back up towards the top site, leaving Shocks to gamble lower, splitting those orbs apart. Not a bad decision. And that does now mean Gambit are walking into ZywOo's AWP. So if there was any man for the job, it would be him. Axel's still hanging around on B as well, so he's out of the action right now. Bomb's been spotted, coming up long. Are they going to drop back into this lower site? That would be a massive fake, and Vitality might just fall for it. They're rotating up.
Oh,
what
no.
a play for Gambit, showing the bomb at long and coming back into the late B split. Axel's early position has set them up for a round.
Yeah, that's lovely, man. That is just pure, like, out-positioning your opponent. You know, you win this round, once those first few fights have happened, and you're in that 4-on-3, you just win it by avoidance, man, by the numbers. Vitality have got no choice but to save. They're already cut out of this B site. It's too risky to go for it. And so Gambit, they get onto a second. And really, you know, the fight was won after Apex and Masuta fall.
Yeah, and you really can't blame Vitality for that one, right? When you see the bomb with 2 guys up A long with 20 seconds on the clock, the last thing you're thinking is, guys, they're going B. Massive one for Gambit to get in early, not put off by the technical issues. And everyone lives as well. 4-2, and double orb kept for Vitality. They are absolutely fine with money. It's like Dust 2 CT side all over again.
Mate, I'm happy that after that little pause, we get an immediate response out of the Gambit boys. Right, the savers at least, you know, allowed you to keep the double AWP in check, keep the investments coming through. Gambit are a few rounds shy of breaking the money. That's a quick shot out of ZywOo. All right, then. All right, let's see. ZywOo's not playing around anymore.
A double AWP at A here for Vitality as well, so you might try and avoid ZywOo, get up long while you know he's in toilets, but that's exactly what Vitality want. And if anything, that toilet smoke gives ZywOo a bit of an escape as well as the molly comes down. He's got loads of lines of sight to post up on, take a shot, fall back a little further. And so Gambit might just, you know, completely avoid the orbs in this round, go down towards this B execute, walk into the stack though. So it's certainly far from free. Spam is well timed.
Oh. And the nade to follow as well. Lots of damage. Hobbit on the receiving end of that. He's flashing his teammates out through Monster. They're starting to creep on up with the smokes now down as well. Apex and Kyojin, they've got this crossfire set up. Oh, Kyojin playing with fire on the barrels, and he knows it. Drop a flash. At this point, man, Vitality, like, they're not even sold on this B and a B play. It's so slow out of Gambit. It's grinded to a very, very awkward halt here. 30 seconds, they've still got connector, but you don't really have a chance to go back, surely. Nafany with a double to try and get you into this B site. Masuta's blinded, and yeah, it might have stopped for a moment, but when they do get going, boy, do they get going. ZywOo hit with a bad timing, and Gambit up onto 3. Maybe even a clean round as well. The missed shot from Shoxy seals his fate. And that becomes a very expensive round as well, right? If you're running the double orbs there, I think you would have loved to have saved if your Vitality. It didn't look like Shox was ever even, well, Shox definitely wasn't. ZywOo was just kind of hanging around praying for a kill. If you saved the double orbs, you had a buy here, but without that save, oh, it's a lot more awkward.
The pause got called before the round even ended. Like, the coach of Vitality just jumping on that one immediately, right? Like, that's a round that they are miffed that they lost. They had everyone in B. They were ready for it. Gambit went quiet, went cold. It looked like maybe, like you said, they were leaving and then just exploding off of Nafany's double with no utility. Gambit able to wait out both monster smokes, or both pillar smokes rather, and still pick up the round with no casualties inside of that B bomb site. 4-3, and Vitality a little bit broken, coming back in with guns. Zeus is going to be left to a Deagle, but if you did watch Dust 2, you will know that that's hardly going to hold him back. And ZywOo, of course, AWPing it up, this time on lower as well. He's going to be in the fray. Gambit have been doing a lot of B defaulting. This round is no exception.
Yeah, being real, right? Going for this buy, it's ballsy. It's like all or nothing is essentially what you're going for in something like this. Because you've got an investment, but my, is it lacking in some respects. ZywOo is the one area that you're still feeling well endowed in. Gets one with that AWP, and he's out of there like a bandit, stealing that opener. And no response from Gambit. They're going to start to get up long. ZywOo keeping mobile on that AWP, trying to keep them guessing as to its whereabouts. They've just seen it down on B. And now it's found its way back into this A-bomb site. Flash on the corner. ZywOo's here as the bait. And Shox is the nasty surprise if you manage to get past this AWP of ZywOo.
Yeah, easier said than done, though. Dodges the flashbang coming over the top. It was to clear the corner, right? They wanted to get Shox out of position, and they will as he gets aggressive, but at the cost of another man. ZywOo's picked Nafany out of short. 4-on-2. Gambit. They've at least, diverted up on short. They've dodged ZywOo, but the bomb is not quite as fortunate. It needs to come and join Axol if you want to win the round. 20 seconds. Guy on default is just playing with them right now. ZywOo not giving anything on long, and I think Gambit are even thinking about saving. That bomb is not moving a muscle right now. It's a very awkward position yet again. And Vitality force their hand. Gambit smoke, they get out of there and they keep their guns, or at least try to, as they give away a 5th round. Couple of well-placed kills from ZywOo is all that they need to pick up a 5th. He's so reliant, Harry.
Yeah, man. No, that is like and of course, ZywOo would be the one to offer us it. That's like a perfect example of how you play that AWP in a round like this, man. You don't have, you've got a lot of rifles, but you're lacking utility. You're lacking like the ability to sustain a fight. And so ZywOo is very, very mobile, knowing that when he gets that kill on B, it's likely going to force the hand of Gambit away. Like one step ahead with ZywOo there.
Yeah, and that's why when we talk about like playing around Dre WP on a CT side especially, like that's just Vitality able to float on this CT side and let ZywOo go wherever he wants to, right? He wants to PK long, you'll swap spots for him, you'll run back down towards B. This is the guy you look for on Vitality. And he gives us quite a show in that round. 5-3, awkward save, but Gambit still had money to fall back on, so it was worthwhile. And ZywOo's back down to the lower side, right? Back to what Gambit have often been doing in this T side. This time they will get out middle. Smoke on the molly as well. So he's holding for the 5-man boost. Not going to be the case. You can work out pretty early that that's not coming in right if you hear utility going in anywhere. Slow little mid-take for Gambit. Shox is playing with fire, playing behind smoke. They can walk on him from either way.
Shox, how are you going to survive this? What have you cooked up to get yourself out of this situation? It is going to take something mind-blowing, but no one's checked. No one's checked for Shox. No one checks the closed toilets. Still, he's alive. I don't know how. He's managed to elude capture. They want to go back and deal with the man in toilets, but Shox is just too fast on his feet. That's an ugly little toilet take from Gambit. Oh, Shox is flashed in and onto a winner. It's another from this toilet position. Just Inter's left to try and do something in at this A bomb site, but with the bomb cut loose at short side, all 3 players here, Inter's can't seem to put a foot right. Vitality up onto 6, and Shox, like Houdini in the toilets, bro. Like just disappearing, reappearing elsewhere.
Feels like so many of these T-side rounds are getting decided off the first couple of opening kills, right, for Vitality. That's a bit of an awkward one to just not check toilets. They had no info at all, Gambit running there. They hadn't cleared long. They hadn't cleared long toilets, let alone the smoke. And then even as it fades, they just run right by, presume the best, and, well, they get bit by the worst. This time, actually back to B. No mid-control whatsoever, which is fortunate that Vitality aren't playing their spawns and taking mid-peaks. They don't know that either. Apex ready with a flash for the monster position. In case Gambit explode, and they certainly could. Up on short with a boost as well first. Looking for that barrels pick. Oh boy. They might just have it. There is a man there.
See, sometimes you see this boost coupled with like a Molotov to try and force someone out into the open, but instead it's just a patient game here. The Suitor doesn't realize that the boost is being employed. Still good for 1. Kind of more than you could have asked out of him there, right? The fact that he had no idea. But still, it's left ZywOo and Shox in a 2-on-3. The bomb down, ZywOo trapped out on Graffiti. They know about him as well. Axile's holding for this exact swing. Ooh, back in with the peak. It's a very grimy little angle. Shox is just going to run it down. Shiro does best ZywOo in the head-to-head. Shox is still in the thick of it, though. And getting swung from the pillar is his downfall. Gambit securing a 4th. And with it, finally breaking down the money of Vitality.
Yeah, you mentioned the different ways that that boost gets employed and how you make sure it gets value. Because, right, sometimes you just boost up there and you see nothing, you see no one. What Gambit do there is they set the boost up, they don't peek off of it, and then they run out Monster. What that does is forces the Barrels player to fight because he's getting rushed, and that gives Nafany the room to kill him on Barrels. He only does damage. Hobbit actually gets the kill from Monster, but Nafany tags him up. He sets his team up for the kill, and yeah, there was nothing that a Barrels player could have done. They had to fight, they couldn't move, and so that's a nice little way of trapping them there. A couple of B explodes for Gambit to put them on the board and broken the money of Vitality here. And so you never really want to let your foot off the gas when Gambit are on this second map, Overpass being home ground. Vitality, I mean, they've got a mishmash buy, so they throw in an AWP and they mix it up with some pistols as well. It's a bit of a classic.
I really want to know where Apex is playing from.
Yeah, the door.
He looks like he's in a cell.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't even tell. I noticed that earlier on the first game. Cool room. Vitality are at home. Got this double long setup as well.
Kyojin with the scout. He's got Masuda waiting in the wings as well. There's this little double at long finding success. And at this point, Gambit are now getting worried. They can feel this round getting out of hand. Yes. And it's only getting worse as Masuda wins another fight at long. Oh, everything.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. All right. I was going to say everything that could have gone wrong has. And at least Shiro has reclaimed some of these lost men at long. A 2-on-3 feels infinitely better than a 2-on-5. And now Gambit are going to look to slow this right down, knowing that they've had no map control. They don't really know where anyone from Vitality could be. Every single corner could be hiding one of these Vitality players around it.
And Apex is spotting, right? You may think he's AFK. He's not. He's looking for that gap on the right side. When he sees them, he moves out of position. They might not even know he's there, but I think they do. They're running. Zywoo's flanking up Connector as well. They're boxed in. They don't know it. They have to commit. And when they do, they're going to have a man in the back to worry about. Apex dropping into the pit. One kill here would be absolutely monumental, and there it is, Shiro in a 1-on-3. We know he's a clutch shot, and he's got the wallbang to start.
Yeah, this is where Zywoo's flank could tear the round away, though. Oh, there it is, locked in, guaranteed. Shiro's never even considering that fast wrap out as Zywoo. And so's Vitality. With that mishmashed force buy, they're able to find success. Masuta, really like a defining character in that story.
Man, his Deagle is just on another level today, right? He was doing this back on Dust. He's winning the Mikos here on Overpass. Like, that's not a round you should be picking up.
Look, man, you know me, Hugo, right? You can't not love a guy like Zywoo. Incredible what he can do with the AWP. But I'm all about the headshots. I'm all about keeping it clean. And for that, Masuta has been, you know, the reoccurring hero today. Oh, Nafany, yeah.
Oh, he got out.
He actually did live. Not for long, I imagine. Yeah, there we go. Apex with a little nade thrown over the top of Park, or Party. And the rest of Gambit just kind of meandering their way into B. But it is a bit of a retake setup here. So a bomb plant should be found at a bare minimum.
That's a great round for Gambit. They've done everything they wanted to do in this one. They didn't buy up at all, so $800, thank you. Let's see if we can get some kills. Axel with a Deagle, and oh, double peeking. Hobbit helps out. He's trapped on default though. And yeah, that's a perfect eco. You spend almost nothing and you get so much value out of it. That being said, the value means nothing if you don't capitalize. You've got to, you know, win a round, break the money of Vitality, put those guns to good use. Because Vitality haven't looked uncomfortable in this series yet, really. You know, the second half of Dust 2, right at the start, I was a little worried.
Yeah, right.
As soon as they won a round, man, they just didn't drop any more. So, yeah, Overpass looking great for them as well. Gambit need a second wind here in the T side right at the end.
Yeah, you know, there's still a chance at a 7-8 half. You'd be very, very content with that if you're Gambit. But if this dominance kind of keeps up, if the scoreline keeps rallying in favor of Vitality, then it really doesn't leave you with a lot of room for error in that CT half. Boy, do we love a little bit of room for error.
Yeah, not everything goes to plan, Harry. You know, a lot of factors in a game of Counter-Strike. A lot of things even out of your control, you could say. It's all about just trying to find the most consistency in the biggest inconsistency that is this game. Gambit going back to B in this round. It's been their best bomb site in this T side for sure. Zywoo being part of the problem as to why A has been so difficult to get through. It's getting lurked on right now by Nafany in the toilet. Zywoo's considering it.
Yeah, this is... Oh, I get so nervous, man. Zywoo's so good in this short position.
Oh no, that's awkward.
Well, don't worry, Shocks. The living, breathing decoy was sent in to uncover the toilet's position, I guess. You know, Zywoo could have passed the information along that he had a hunch that a guy was in on the left, but hey. As long as Zywoo gets his bread, we all eating big tonight. Kyojin holding on to Monster, will get spammed and only responds with some damage. Masuta, meanwhile, though, this guy holds down the B-bomb site and once again is a big player in why this round is successful for Vitality. ZywOo to close it out, Vitality up onto 9, and this is perfect for Vitality, man. You couldn't ask for a better look, right? Having ZywOo and Masuta, that's an incredible AWP and a very, very strong rifle, both popping off. You factor in that Apex is having a great game on top of that, and this is a terrifying threesome to run into.
Yeah, that should not have been a Vitality round, right? If you think about how that went down in middle with Nafany killing Shox and getting traded, even that one kill drew a rotate out of B. There were 2 players lower, man. That was a 4-on-2 for Gambit. They were about to explode into. And, you know, even though they get that opening kill, Masuta just mauls them. Monster. What a round from this guy. What a series of rounds in tandem. Shox just flying out of connector. No flash for him, and well, he'll not really get away with much. Nafany low, finished off, and Masuta here at CT looking to stop them crossing. He's got the bomb under control. Lots of damage done, even flashing for his teammate in heaven as well. Oh, bullets in the face, and Vitality finding double digits. Kyojin even steps up with a multi-kill there. He'd been quiet. We're just adding more names to be scared of.
Yeah. Yeah, man, no, it is rough. And like, you know, we don't have that same kind of hero character to rally behind for Gambit right now. It's a very, very even scoreboard from top to bottom.
And that's not a good thing.
No, it's not, right? Like, when you know, everyone's on 7, you're not having a good time.
No, I mean, they can't even get 5. They're looking for it here. Last round of the half. Got a bare bones AK buy. Bit of utility, couple of Galils. And of course, that double AWP that's been taking names down for Vitality. Gonna try and flash Shoxy off the angle. They've done that at least. Back to the A site with him. Goodbye. So we're still here, aggressive on short in the toilets, and a bit of patience could go a long way, but you know those timings are always there. You can get walked on from different positions. You don't want to stay for too long. And still, despite all of this going on, up and middle for Gambit, more and more map control getting conceded by Vitality. They're still gambling down on B. They're still convinced that this is ending lower, and they're completely right. They just moved Masuta up.
They just changed it, right? As it's always the way, Hugo. Yeah. You're actually not allowed to be right, ever.
They know, they know.
Here we go. Now they're doing it. Say it again, Hugo.
And now Vitality, they've read it like a book, man. 4 players on B the whole time. They never left.
Wow.
And here come Gambit into the stack.
Here they are. This is it. Good read out of Vitality. And Masuta and Apex going to just churn up Gambit. They were never even close, baby. Apex finding everyone. 3 in the round. The big hat trick for Apex. Just Inter's left alive. And well, his time is coming. Don't you worry. Shox running him down. There's just physically no time. ZywOo's going to close out this half. 11-4. Vitality are looking exciting. And Gambit are looking sleepy. Will they wake up in the second half? You're going to have to join us in a moment to find out.
Just hung up, say you want away. You, yeah. You, yeah. I've been patient way, if I gotta say, yeah. You, yeah. You. No, I don't mean to stress, but you ain't even guessing that lately it ain't been the same. All of this test relation. Make sure you say you out me. Just need a night, yeah. We can hop in the cool, hit the highway. your face. Put me first, first. Same old, like a change. But don't get me wrong, I'm trying. You got that touch. Need you get involved. It's getting late. Come on, be done for the day. Now it's my turn. Boy, just make it work. 'Cause baby, it's worth it. Are you pulling up?
Welcome back to IEM Summer, and we've got one rule here at Summer, and then one rule only. It's when the sun's out, the guns come out. So Counter-Strike back on the menu, second half, round the corner. Vitality, this is a statement right now. Map up in the series, dominant first half against Gambit on Gambit's pick of Overpass. That's right, I said Overpass, and Vitality have something to say here. T-side now, they get to direct the flow. Every read in the first half, every stack. And now they get to try and dodge Gambit. 4 on B from the get-go. Axel spotting middle, sees something. But not enough to know where this is ending.
This is like a bit of a matchmaking classic, right? The 4B stack, best spawn, peak mid. I like how Vitality have approached this, though. They've kind of done nothing in the first, like, 30 seconds, but that's actually kind of nice, you know? Like, you've already peaked mid if you're Gambit. You didn't see anything, but also, Intez has been peeking through B. He's seen nothing either. So Gambit starts to get a little bit worried. Rotate players back up into A, and now this B site is no longer stacked with 4 players like it was originally. They are calling for rotations now on the Gambit side. Intez got the information early. Vitality is still looking to commit with this B play.
Oh, nice chase on Nafni. The molly pushes him out. Shiro's already low in the pit. They're going to hunt him down. And Kyojin's got the shot to deal death. Everyone receiving for Gambit. It's only Axel in the blink of an eye. 1 on 3, and safe to say this round is not winnable. Vitality aren't even giving him the satisfaction. So maybe just saving the Kevlar for a rainy day. But we already know the weather's hot to trot right now. So Axel, nothing from this round. That's a sad case. Vitality up to 12, though. That's something to be talking about.
Yeah.
Not just a dominant first half, but a pistol. I mean, that could remove any chance of Gambit having a comeback.
Right.
Here.
That's the great part for Vitality, but the sad part for Gambit. In the, you know, like when we had that scoreline where they're up on 4, the half isn't over yet. I think it was 8 rounds to Vitality. We were kind of saying that, okay, if you manage to get a couple more Gambit, you've got room to maneuver in this second half. Well, you know, with only 4 rounds to their name, we said there's no margin for error. Sadly, even losing a pistol round, you know, eats into that no margin that you already had to begin with. So now you've got negative margin. Now you owe them a margin, mate. How have you managed that?
Tear it out of the notebook. And back to the drawing board instead. We've got this force for Gambit. This is their buy round. 1 FAMAS, 4 pistols.
Oh yes, the hero FAMAS. How much of a hero can you be with a FAMAS? Let's see. It's Axel donning it. Nafani jump spot inside. Woo. What kind of crazy plan have you got now? He's tucked himself in. He saw them jump peek, and he knows that he wasn't spotted, so he just waits, lines up the double, and is in doing so likely just won the round for Vitality.
Yeah. Right, like a bit of map control trying to get taken for Gambit. Like you said, they see nothing. Short clear guys are moving in. And even though Zywoo could have taken that shot through the wall and probably done good damage to Nafani for free, it's the patient play that pays off. 17-6, dirty game out of Zywoo right now. And he is not done, I can tell you that much. Nafani waiting on top of the sandbag. They're walking out Monster. Oh, dearie me. Nice nade, but it is not going to be enough. You need to win some fights right now. Nafany's going to try and make it happen, aggressing, but caught on the back. He gets one. ZywOo doubles up, and he's looking for the ace.
He's on for the ace,
against this force. It's FAMAS v Galil right now. Are they going to give it to him? The bomb's been planted, the smoke's coming in, and they cut off Axel from the round yet again.
Suit is hunting down this saving player. Real friends would have let ZywOo get the ace. That's all I'm saying.
He's not rushing it though. He's letting ZywOo roam. He's letting him see. But ZywOo's not the kind of guy who cares that much, Harry.
I know.
He don't mind. Rounds around.
That's the thing. He's like so good that, you know, like getting an ace doesn't even...
Ace is nothing.
He's like, mate, I don't need aces. I need trophies in the cabinet. That's what I need. Axel will get away with the FAMAS. He's fine.
Yeah.
Never discovered.
Concerned.
Yeah. Or concerned. Oh.
Shut up, Harry. What was that? Get out. 13-4.
That's how you know we just can't live together any longer, Hugo.
Yeah, you're a victim,
I've spent
Harry.
years of my life just with you in rooms now.
What a waste of my time.
Oh, nice. Wow, what a turnaround, bro.
Oh,
You got me with that.
got him.
It's a slam dunk. Oh, 13 for Vitality and a full eco for Gambit. Oh, actually, no, wait, hang on. Hero FAMAS on Axel. Sorry, let's see what he can get away with.
come on, give it the respect it deserves, Harry. Oh, ZywOo. He wants another 4K. 1, 2. Oh, he can't get the second. Lots of damage. Felt like that was a freebie. Now his team are coming in to clear it up. Let ZywOo go first, please. Apex stealing frags, and ZywOo with another. Down to the pitmen. FAMAS is still here. It's going to get cleared. They killed so many in the pit, and they still check it. Good cover from Kyojin. Keeps ZywOo alive in this round, and they both get 2 apiece. 14-4, Harry. This is what we were talking about. You lose the pistol. Well, not only do you really have to force to try and flip it on its head, but when the inevitable force goes nowhere, this is what you're left with. 0 breathing room, and 1 rifle round to do it all.
Yeah, if you don't win this rifle, you're done. Like,
Yeah,
that's it.
Series over.
Game over. Series over.
Quick one as well.
And considering, you know, like where we hold Gambit right now, this is pretty gnarly to think that it's this dominant on their map pick. Dust 2, by comparison, was incredibly close. Gambit were in the lead for the longest time.
Yeah, maybe a little bit like devastated after how that fell apart right at the end. It felt like nothing could go wrong on their CT side initially. They won 6 in a row off of an 8-7 but yeah, a little bit annoyed in that Vitality, rubbing salt in the wound. Masuta hunts down Shiro. He catches him escaping. Axel does get aggressive, but now he's trapped in the toilet. Oh, trying to stall, trying to stay alive. He's got no more teammates on the bomb site, using every bit of util he can to find an advantage, but it's still ZywOo saving Apex, flashed out on short. Hobbit does see a player get banked, but he can't stop him. He's got to pick his fight, and he's picking them well. 2 kills from Hobbit sends ZywOo back to B.
Yeah, that's more like it, Hobbit. That's more like it. He's tasted blood now. He wants a little bit more. And so him and Inters are going to rotate down lower, trying to get ahead of ZywOo. It's a hard man to get ahead of, though. He's already going to have this bomb plant in the B bomb site. Big ZywOo, double swung, and that's all it takes. Gambit, they come in with the rifles, and they find a round. But that was a bonus round attempt from Vitality. Now the big guns are coming out. Now we get a real taste of how this Gambit CT side is going to stack up.
Yeah, and they get Shiro's up as well, at least, you know, stalling the defuse out for that. Very worthwhile. Shiro got that tag in toilets, but then got hunted down. And yeah, massive round out of Hobbit, right? Something required for Gambit. We're not thinking about the comeback yet, not at 14-5, especially, like you said, with a real rifle round coming out from Vitality. But, you know, if it was ever going to happen, well, that's the start. ZywOo, not even going to AWP, and I don't blame him in this one. Even with the money, Vitality may as well just keep running these faster rounds. For all they know, they can close it here and now.
Got this mid molly again, right? It's always good at just either wasting a bit of utility out of Vitality, making them be respectful, and at the very, very least, you get the info as well when they extinguish that Molotov.
Yeah, and that's why we sometimes see teams, especially as of late, throwing a smoke that hits that molly from T-spawn, one that just goes over the roof, and if a molly lands, it's gonna hit the molly and put it out. And you do that as you set up on B rounds. So the CTs hear the smoke go on the molly, they think, T's are out in middle, and they're not. It's all just a bit of a ruse, but you know, that's even the meta adapting, evolving over time to this day on a map that hasn't changed in years. So Counter-Strike always staying fresh. Shox alone at B, he's gonna get a kill, but very low and bounding out of there in time as the smoke comes down. He tries to regroup with his teammates up on the top site. That's where this one will be ending. And it's really only Axel here pushed up. Nafany watching long from the truck right now, but allowing Vitality to commit is a very scary sight indeed. Lots of utility being lined up. They're about to go.
No! Kyojin! So close, yet so far. ZywOo is the man to crack open this site, and oh, he knows about the DICE player, but maybe didn't comment across because somehow Nafany has just sniped the round away.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, ZywOo looked very, very cognizant, but I don't know if he saw it.
He was getting like juked on the DICE, right? He came, Nafany was truck, he moves to DICE, and then he just starts walking around, right? Dodging targets, trying to kill the second player in, not the first guy. Because if ZywOo was on the site, at that point, if you're short, if you're long, you're thinking site's clear. Anything but. With Nafany pulling out tricks like that. Taking down Apex first on short, and that's an annoying way for the round to go. And okay, Gambit, you got my attention. Couple of rounds, couple of gun rounds, making things interesting. And this one will break Vitality's money. So if Vitality don't give us match point right now, then suddenly Gambit, wind in their sails, rounds on their board, and money in their bank accounts. Anything's possible.
I like your optimism, Hugo.
Thanks, Harry.
I really do.
I think it's something, it's got to be the sun. You know?
Yeah, no, it's making you feel good. That's fine, man. Ooh. A little bit of vitamin D for guys like Apex. Gonna dish it out down towards this monster tunnel. Really, the worst start you could have envisioned if you're a Gambit player here. Oh. That's big from Shiro. That feels now like a big weight off your chest, right? You're no longer a man down. 4-on-4 ain't great, but it's a damn sight better than 4-on-5. Might even free them to rotate a player up into A. Instead, Axel's aggressing down long, and he's thinking right now, like, lol, they're not here, boys. Keep up the triple stack, when in reality, they've bypassed him in the toilets. They've gone right past the guy.
Yeah. But at this point, it's going to get calmed, right? There, like, lots of noise, lots of util, lots of running. Gambit are aware. It's albeit a little bit too late, but they can set up for the retake. They can rely on the flank. Just means they have to run spawn, and in doing so, that gives away the numbers. That tells Vitality how many players are below in B, and they've killed Axel on that big flank. It's all down to the CT retake. It's fallen apart, Harry.
Yeah, this is a bit of a disaster, man. Gambit all having to come up through CT, as you say. Through the one funnel. Ooh. Okay, all right. Shiro with the tag. Both these players now low. Kyojin's tried to cross in the smoke, but Hobbit's seeing, Feet sees, and now Masuta back in the toilet, having to come up big with another clutch. They're on the bomb, and Hobbit's grabbed that defuse. It's going to be close, but Gambit, 7 to their name.
Yeah, I think a miscomm there as well. Masuta runs back to play divider for the bomb, but it's a truck plan, right? And someone told him, like, well, he's halfway there, like, mate, it's not for you. You got to go back. At that point, they're already on his angle. He gets one, but not the round. Fair play. This is how it started. Apex is getting that nutty smoke shot. Never fun to be on the receiving end, but I don't know how Gambit win that round, honestly. 3-on-4 retake. They lose all short control. Comes down to the CT retake, and they pick it up. Nice stuff.
Mate, it really begs the question, if Vitality had gone for a toilets plant, I think that's their round through and through. I don't think there is a way in which Gambit could have got back into that, but they never knew that they caught that timing on Intez in the first place.
And the reason they're planting truck anyway is because they've been given A for free, right? So they're wondering, where are those A players? Are they going to backstab us toilets? Are they close long? Are we going to get peaked planting? They didn't want to take the risk. They just wanted to play for the bomb site. Oh, that's an awkward start for Hobbit. Getting tech tapped. No gun retrieved. How many rounds have Vitality done this where they get a kill B and then they reset A? They've done that the last 3 rounds. Apex spammed the Monster Smoke, killing Nafany. They just get they don't get punished on these early picks. Grab a kill, get out alive, group and hit a bomb site, and this time it won't be off of that mid control. They've taken a B pick and they're going to commit with it.
Look at this. Nafany boosted up. Oh my shots! Actually wins it! How? How does Shox do that to Nafany? Oh no, that might be the kill that decides the outcome of this round. Because now you're in a 5-on-3. There's an AK that can be retrieved over here on the short side as well, but no one's grabbed it. Instead, the pistols are churned up. Kyojin's Deagle, good for the first. Bomb dropped out on bridge, and it's in the open. Shiro with a flick. And Apex will follow up, so it's down to the 1v1. Axel on this rotation, up in heaven, misses the spray, but gets it the second time around.
Oh.
It's close again, but it still comes up Gambit. They might only be winning these rounds by the skin of their teeth, but they're still winning them.
Yeah, a nice rotate for Axel as well. The reason Apex is not ready for that is Axel got that kill a few seconds ago in the connector, at the top of it at least. So Apex, his teammate there probably comes, yeah, come and connector, come and be sure, watch your flank, because that is the expected rotation from Axel. So that's why he goes all the way around. The mind game works wonders. Apex doesn't consider it, and despite that pistol round getting uncomfortably close, it's still Gambit in control. Losing players, however, does not leave you sitting pretty in the money department, and you can see the effect of that. No AWP. A better buy for Vitality than for Gambit, who have won the last 3 rounds in a row. Vitality waiting in the mid fade, and they're just going to contact. I like this little conga line into the A site, trade your way. They realize they've been getting A plants for free in the past. Can they do it again?
Yeah, I like it. It's silent on the approach. Axile is the surprise at short, but Shiro on long is known about, and he's getting spammed.
Crash?
Yeah, it looked like it. Looked like it. He wasn't moving in the webcam. So either he was very, very relaxed about dying, or it is an unfortunate... Oh, no.
Dear. Not just one, but double, trouble, triple dipping right now. That really hurts. That really is not what you like to see.
It's kind of hard to hype up this round now as a victory for Vitality, but... Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. How has that happened? 3 in 1 round? Are they back? Are they still gone? They're starting to drop out the server now. Absolutely disastrous stuff for Gambit. Just as, you know, let's not pretend this was a close game, but just as Gambit were winning retakes,
yeah, man, they were getting back into
rounds,
it.
Yeah, and you have a triple crash all in 1 round, all at the same time. Ouch.
Apex even asking, did they crash? Because he's realized, like, it was very free, and then they all left the game.
Yeah, timing out.
Oh.
No one likes that. Vitality don't like that. Gambit don't like that.
That's one of those situations where, like, everyone's a loser. You know, like, Vitality don't want people to remember this game as, like, oh, they only got it over the line because 3 people dropped out. Like, they've been playing great CS all day. Apex as well is someone who's always, like, very, very lovely during these times. Like, he's been on both ends of this throughout his career. You know, like, the guy dropping, but also just the dudes present when other people leave the server.
Yeah, well, that might be the, you know, beginning of the end. If you already weren't motivated, that will sap whatever juice you had left in your spine. Poor, poor Gambit. Sometimes the cookie just crumbles that way, though, and Vitality just need to close it out. Waiting for a 5th player to rejoin. Shiro's back in the server, so hopefully we'll be giving it another go, all things permitting.
All right, Gambit, look, it's not ideal, okay? 4-11 half, comeback starting to build up, 3 players drop out to lose your 15. But you know, you didn't get to #1 in the world without your fair share of hardships.
Yeah.
You didn't grind all these rounds back to just go, oh, well, screw it, we dropped. Keep fighting, boys. Give it the best. lads. See if you can make Vitality sweat. Not gonna lie, I was hoping we'd be back in. That's why I've kind of let it crescendo.
Yeah. It's fine. Just vibe it out, man.
Yeah, but the vibes aren't as good now. The vibes are really good, and now the vibes little soured, and I can't live in a sour environment. Well, sad time for Gambit, but hey, man.
Yeah. So 3 of them are boot camping. Hobbit and Axel are not. Pretty sure those are the 2 that did crash. Everyone else did. So it makes a lot of sense now. Timed out. Crash, you know, it was internet, not tech, not PC. But yeah, that's makes a bit more sense.
Well, everyone's back in, so I imagine they're just waiting for things to stabilize. I don't want this to take away from how good Vitality have looked in this series, man.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong, but we were all getting a little bit worried as the round counter was stacking up against them. But, you know, the performances we've had out of guys like Apex, Masuta, and Zywoo are making Vitality a very attractive team right now.
Yeah, even prior to this last couple of rounds, whatever's going on, like Zywoo's been absolutely nuts, and I think that deserves some, credit. As much as he gets, 6-1 in opening duels, 25 kills right now, 10 deaths, 5 multi-kill rounds, no clutches, no need when you're winning the round so clean. And so, yeah, it was Masuta that we were looking out for in that opening game back on Dust 2, but Zywoo was not quite there, and he certainly isn't here either.
Oh, man. Seems like he might still have something persistent here. Anthony's having to take a little look at everything right now. Shout out to Anthony one time for having to be the tech guy fixing all this and, trying to get it done in a timely manner. We love Anthony. But yeah, man, for anyone who's curious, it's always been the same. Once damage has been done, rounds can't be replayed. And that round there, a lot of damage had been done, every which way.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the music. I'm kind of just zoning out, sitting here listening to it. I hope everyone else is liking the beats.
This will all feel a bit wasteful, won't it? If we go back in after 10 minutes, Vitality just bang them out,
and they just insta win. Oh,
yeah. Well, we all kind of knew it was coming, guys.
Yeah. But that is actually, to be fair, like out of all reconnects to have to do, you're doing all this. You're probably putting in like 15 minutes worth of effort, crawling around on your hands and knees, plugging wires in, unplugging wires, installing VPNs, uninstalling antivirus. You're doing everything right now. And then you might only play one round. It would suck. Oh. All right. Well, hang on a second. I've just received a little message here. Apparently, guys in production have got a little video at the ready. So this sounds cool. And given that this is taking a little while, let's throw over to that.
Yeah, screw this. Gotta chill out. I'm in orbit.
Mate, I had a nice there. blind bump. No way. Oh, he's jumping into it? Oh, Ravine is in the zone. I might go for him. Oh, it's not really in the zone. Secondary Ravine's in the zone.
Yeah, you can call it baby Ravine.
Okay, I'm heading.
Lol, we ain't showing you that whole video, really. You're going to have to stick around. That was just a little taste of what's to come on the content train that ESL and the rest of those gang have put together. A little bit of danger zone just to really get you ready, because we're on the highway to the danger zone right now. Vitality in the lead at 15-8. Yes, we had a little crash, little tech pause. Now Gambit are back in the server and ready to try and keep this going.
Yeah, Vitality are looking to bump Gambit down into that lower bracket. That's the hope here. And one round will do it. A 2-0 would be a statement. Even with everything that's gone on for Gambit, just the way that this series has transpired before the tech issues alone. None other than impressive for the French side. They're going to go up long A in this round. No one here. Run boost across, and this is a perfect play. They can just walk all the way up. Axel has no info, so his timing in his head is probably screaming, got to go watch long, got to go check the flank, because things are very quiet. Goes all the way back. Long flash as well, gives it away. Gambit start to realize B is awfully empty right now. Maybe even a full rotate. It's quite the risk, quite the gamble to make. 3 out of 5 is enough at least. But they don't have a kit in this round, so pressure is on to drop that bomb before things get ticking. And the hero, FAMAS, we know it. We don't quite love it, but we've got to rely on it in this round for Gambit.
This is so weird. Apex, first man in, first man to fall as well. Doesn't know the extent of which this bomb site is harboring Gambit players just yet. Axel is the only one left, and he will get cut down. Hobbit and Inter is left alive in the 2-on-3. A retake up in the A site. Hobbit looking like he wants to squeak through this smoke, but into the maws of Kyojin. And sadly, this is looking like the end for Gambit in this series. Vitality just 1 kill away from locking in a 2-0 over Gambit. Inters, there he is, falling to close it out, and it's Kyojin to make it happen. That there is Vitality 2-0, current #1 in the world in Gambit, and a very, very dominant victory back on Overpass certainly makes this Vitality squad an exciting one to keep an eye on.